All right, folks, let's take a look at those crypto markets today. Got Bitcoin coming in at 23,680. Not much of a change. Bitcoin's up a little bit. We were at the lower 23,000s yesterday. You got some altcoins up a little bit today. You got Cardano back up to 36 cents. Dogecoin's been hanging out at 8 cents for like the past, I don't know, it feels like a very long time, like the last few months. Solana, $22. Let's see what's going on with VeChain. VeChain really wants to push back up to 3 cents, and I think it will. And you got Theta at $1.18. So really, there's really not much going on. The big news everybody's talking about is, of course, Solana. I covered that a couple of days ago, talking about, excuse me, how Solana just keeps going down. I've been making videos about Solana, I don't know, probably for the last year, ever since I've been making crypto videos, saying don't buy it, it's junk, it's a failed blockchain, it's centralized, it doesn't work. The only reason people even talk about it is because scammers like Sam Bankman-Fried, Crypto Ran, and other big YouTubers are talking about it. And of course, you're seeing, it crashed a couple of days ago. It's kind of funny. I was listening to the Cryptos R Us this morning, and he's talking about it. And of course, Cryptos R Us, I like George, interesting channel, but he was a big pumper of UST, Luna, all went to zero. He was also a big pumper of Solana. And I've been telling people, don't buy Solana, it's junk for a while. And you can find his videos, should I buy Solana at 170? Is Solana going to overtake Cardano? I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. Anyway, excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold. But I was, going back to crypto banter, Crypto Ran, you can watch my last video I did where he was the biggest pumper in Solana. And now you're starting to see him turn on Solana saying, hey, wait, this is unsustainable, this Solana, if they keep going down. So the big YouTubers are finally starting to turn on Solana. And that's why I've been saying Solana is a good trading coin. But if you think you're going to hold Solana for the next couple of years and make any money, I mean, you might as well just play the lottery because it's junk. It's absolute junk. And of course, I also mentioned that the Solana co-founder was doing an interview on Crypto Banter's channel, and the guy came off as a used car salesman to me. I'm a pretty good people reader as being a private investigator for 20 years, and I wouldn't give that guy anything. I mean, it just seems like a complete bum. Seems like a bum, this guy. You can find my video. You can find Crypto Banter's video. But Cryptos R Us, George, talking about Solana today, he's completely turned on Solana. Now remember, he was telling you to buy Solana all year, all last couple of years. $200, buy Solana. $150, buy Solana. Now, it looks like the YouTubers are finally starting to have enough. I'm going to play the video. But it goes to show, folks, a lot of these big YouTubers, they just follow wherever the hype is. If they say, oh, look, people are talking about Solana, well, I'm going to hype Solana because that's going to make me money. If people are talking about XRP, well, I'm going to talk about XRP because it's going to make me a lot of money and views. These guys are not looking out for your best interest. Doesn't mean they're not bad people or anything like that. It's kind of like when you go to buy a car. When I want to buy a new Subaru Outback, that car salesman isn't looking out for me. He's looking out for him, no matter how nice he is to me. He pats me on the back, shakes my hand, tells me my kids are pretty or gorgeous and I have a beautiful wife. It's all a sales tactic. He just wants me to buy the car. He could care less if I drop dead tomorrow. So that's how you have to look at a lot of these YouTubers. This is basically salesmen. I'm trying not to be a salesman because I really don't care about YouTube, and I don't even really care about views either. This is more like documenting my journey on my YouTube channel. But here's Cryptos R Us. I encourage you guys to watch a video from him a year ago and now watch this video, how they're all completely turning on Solana. And that's how fast things can change.
And I hate to say it, but I don't know how upgrades were done before. But the fact that now he's talking about, okay, in the future, before we upgrade, what we need to do is upgrade the testnet first to the new version, see how the testnet reacts, okay, and then repeat the process and stress test the testnet before releasing the new version to the mainnet. I'm looking at this, I'm like, really? That wasn't being done already? What kind of world is Solana and its devs, what kind of world are they living in to just upgrade the mainnet whenever there is a software release? That doesn't happen. Every other chain that I know of, Ethereum does this, Cardano does this, everyone does this. If there's a major upgrade, you upgrade to the testnet, and then you test it, you stress test it. Then, of course, if it works, you move.
So they're all like so fed up with Solana now. They're all turning on Solana, but unfortunately, they already got other people to buy Solana at like a lot of money. Like I'll play a quick clip from Crypto Ran. Now, of course, here's Ran turning on Solana as well, just a couple of days ago.
What happened was that the network crashed. So look, it's not a train smash, but it's getting a little bit frustrating with Solana. Like, how much can we tolerate in terms of network reliability? How much?
Anyway, you can watch my other video on that one. I'm just trying to point out to you guys how quickly things change. Like, anybody with any common sense, like I've been in crypto for a while. All my friends, we all knew Solana was a scam. We all knew Luna was a scam. We all know UST was a scam. And we would just make fun of these YouTubers. Like, why are they promoting this garbage? It's the biggest Sam Bankman-Fried held coin. But it's all about views. It's all about views. So now, of course, they spend 2 years telling you Solana is the greatest thing in the world. Buy it at 250, buy it at 150. It's great. It's overtaking the world. Now they don't like it anymore. But nothing's new with Solana, guys. Solana's been crashing every other week for the past couple years. But what did I say? Eventually, the venture capitalist, the big money, will have enough of Solana and they'll get rid of it. And you're starting to see those cracks. Okay. Cardano found a response to accusations of alt-right association. I was reading this article. I'm like, what did Charles Hoskinson ever say or do to like come off as like alt-right? Now, of course, if you guys don't know, in the United States or like even Europe, anything now, like if you're a liberal Democrat, anybody who disagrees with you on anything is now a Nazi, or they call it alt-right. Like you're like that is basically their way of saying like you're extreme. So like if you don't want, like I have a 9-year-old daughter. If I don't want a dude with a big hairy cock in the girl's bathroom with her, that means I'm alt-right, because that means I'm discriminating against trans people. If I like Jordan Peterson, who says, men are getting kind of a bad rap now, they're kind of like, if you look at all the commercials, men are just basically being shit on. Feminists are just kind of like treating guys like crap. That means you're alt-right. So it's just kind of a funny story. Like really, like people are so desperate to come after Charles Hoskinson about anything. They're basically saying, oh, he's alt-right because he likes Jordan Peterson. Well, a lot of people like Jordan Peterson, and Jordan Peterson's been proven right about a lot of things, and he's a smart doctor. So I don't know. I think it's just kind of funny. I try not to make this too much of a political channel, but wow. I think next election cycle in United States, we're going to see Republicans absolutely just annihilate the liberals with everything that's going on with everything called alt-right. Everybody's being called a Hitler and all that stuff. So not much to this story. And Charles Hoskinson responded, and you can pretty much find it. But it's kind of funny, like he's alt-right because he likes Jordan Peterson. It's like it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So that's the only Cardano story I could really find today. There's really not too much going on. Bitcoin ATM decline. Over 400 machines went off the grid in under 60 days. I've been saying this for a while. This whole Bitcoin ATM was such a dumb idea. Like, for one, nobody even uses like cash ATMs anymore anyway. Like, even for a cash ATM, like why would you even need that unless you're like selling something on Craigslist or buying something with cash? Like, nobody even uses cash anymore. Bitcoin's all electronic. So the only way you wouldn't be able to buy Bitcoin is if you don't have a computer. So how many people don't have a computer or even a smartphone where they can't like sign up for Coinbase or sign up somewhere and buy Bitcoin for a lot cheaper? These Bitcoin ATMs, they're charging like 20%, some of them. You buy like $10 of Bitcoin, it's like $5 in fees. So I always thought this was a bad idea. I mean, I get like in a third world country, there's probably like a market for it in some aspect. But ATM is like a dying thing. It's like opening up like a jukebox machine or something, like a jukebox machine business or something like that. It's like, give me a break. If you can't get yourself a $10 smartphone, like a used one, to buy yourself some crypto and sign up for Coinbase or an app or whatever, there's something wrong. So yeah, this was kind of like, the only thing that was good about Bitcoin ATMs, it kind of like people would see them walking around. They'd be like, oh, what's Bitcoin? That's cool. But Bitcoin doesn't need that anymore. Everybody knows what Bitcoin is now. So yeah, this whole Bitcoin ATM thing, it needs to just go away. And I remember the Crypto Crow, who was He was a big YouTuber. He's a big Cardano guy. He was going to open up a Bitcoin ATM business, and it flopped within like a month. It's just like, and I was like, what? I was thinking to myself, Crypto Crow, why are you wasting all your money with this garbage? And they never work. It's all a big scam, and nobody even uses them. So there's that. And a little bit of Ripple XRP news. Ripple calls for recusal of Gary Gensler from the crypto case. The legal battle between Ripple Labs and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission continues to await a decision after the final briefs were submitted by both parties about a month ago. The latest development in the lawsuit was the intervention of Forbes journalist Dr. Rosalind Layton, who filed a motion to intervene to ask the court for access to the Hinman speech documents. Nevertheless, Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Aldorty, has repeatedly pointed out the SEC's misconduct in recent weeks. 2 weeks ago, he wrote that the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, is a political liability for failing to establish proper regulation for over 40 million Americans who own cryptocurrency. So this seems like a desperate death throw to me from XRP. Like, oh, we want to recuse Gary Gensler. Like, it's just not going to work. Like, I get a lot of people don't like Gary Gensler, but he's not going anywhere. Trust me. Gary Gensler isn't going anywhere. And I mean, I'm not going to get into it. You can find my videos, but if you're Gary Gensler and you're the SEC, you have to be coming down hard on cryptocurrencies right now because of everything that happened over the last couple of years. I've already said this before. Everybody who's making fun of Gary Gensler and the SEC for letting things like FTX, Luna, UST, letting all that stuff slide by, remember, all those people wanted those projects to slide by. Everybody wanted the SEC to take a hands-off approach to crypto, and they did, and all hell broke loose, and everybody lost all their money. So I kind of think that Ripple XRP is just looking for any loophole. They know it's an uphill battle with this case. I personally don't think they're going to win. I could be wrong. I don't really know, but I think the best thing for people in XRP is this case just drags out for another couple of years, and maybe going into the next bull market, you can 2 or 3 extra money in XRP, because if they lose this lawsuit, your XRP is going to zero, and that's just the way it's going to happen, folks. All right, that's pretty much it. Not too much else going on. And let's just hope that Bitcoin can break past $24,000 today. That would be nice. And we can make our way back up to 25,000, and then we'll probably get rejected again. All right, like and subscribe.